Hello and welcome back to the channel. It's Echo Stretch here. We're going to go ahead and continue on with our 3-process video here with the 6-in-1. We're going to continue on with the 4 megabyte 6-in-1, which is the ESP32-S2. It's not the Feather. We'll get into the Feather next time. That's the 16 megabyte, but we're going to work on the 4 megabyte. So we'll go ahead and jump right in. There's a few things we need to do. We'll start off with Chameleon's host, which is the 900 auto. So we'll go ahead and extract that here. We can delete the gunzip file out, and we'll go ahead and open it with a Dreamweaver. Give it a few moments here just to open up. We can close out that index as we don't need that. Okay, and it should just load up here pretty quick. There we go. So we go ahead and start scrolling down. Do have this background image, not a big deal. I know the Feather doesn't like these background images. So on the Feather I actually took it out and just converted this base 64 to an image file instead of loading all this. Okay, let's just grab this and we'll just scroll down. Okay, scroll up here. So we'll just take a look at the code here and see what we can change or update, I should say. Okay, so we'll have a look at the payloads. Linux ones are good. We'll stick with that. Okay, so I don't think there's really that much we need to change. I don't think there has been any updates. So I think it's just the package dumper that Chameleon created that we need to update to the latest version. So here it is here. This is the button. So if we go ahead and just open up our Twitter here, we can jump over to Chameleon's host, or his Twitter I should say, and he does have a link for it somewhere here. We'll just scroll down. Right here. Yeah, and you just go ahead and click on there and then you can download it. Now I've already went ahead and downloaded it. Let's go into our downloads. Nope. I actually deleted it from here. Not a big deal. I might have just copied it over to our newest one. We can go ahead and just download it again. Not a big issue. Go ahead and open it. So we have it here. And if we go ahead and go into our data folder, our payloads, we can scroll down and we should be able to, I'm not sure why they're not. Let's click on name. Get everything in order here. So here it is here. We'll just go ahead and rename this so we can copy the name. So we need to keep the name the same. Go ahead and just delete that out there. And we'll go ahead and drag this one over. Like so. Okay. And then we'll just rename that. Perfect. Okay, and we'll gunzip that in a little bit. There's no rush to do it right now. Just leave that as that. As for Chameleon's host, we don't need to change anything. We can double check it just to make sure that it loads the correct payload. But if we look at it, load package backup is the command on click. So we'll go ahead and copy that, Control F. And then we'll paste that in. And we'll just back up one here, and we can see that it loads PL package backup. So we're actually missing the payload folder. So it's a good thing that we did check that. Go ahead and paste that in, and that will load the correct location. So go ahead and save that, and we're good there. So we can close out of that, as we won't need that. We'll move on to 900N, which is the WWOOF's host. Go ahead and extract that here. And we'll delete out that part. So go ahead and open this up. And we can close 900, or yeah, Chameleon's 900 auto, as we won't need that anymore. We'll scroll down. See what we have here. Okay, so this one does have the old Linux loaders in it. I know we updated it in the 8266, so we'll probably just do the same here. It's going to be pretty much the same as on the other one. It's just going to load the proof of concept. So we can actually go ahead and grab that right now. Let's go ahead and jump on the WWOOF's Twitter here. And then I believe it's, yeah, WWOOF2022.ir. And this time we'll go right here. And instead of clicking the restore, we'll go up here to 900N. And we'll just go ahead and view the page source. And we'll just take a look at it really quick here. So there's our proof of concept 1. But if we scroll down here, it will tell us what it needs. So it needs proof of concept 2 and proof of concept B. So there's our B. Here's 1. But I believe 2 will load 1. So here's 2. Yeah, right here. Load proof of concept 1. So it actually needs these 3 functions, and then it needs these as well. So we'll go ahead and just copy all that, and we'll bring it over here, and we'll go ahead and get rid of all this, as we don't need this function anymore. Just take note of the function itself. So load Linux 1 actually executes it. So if we go ahead and we can see that it is load Linux 1. It's not a capital L, so we have to make sure that it's actually the same. See how it's a capital L here? We can change it down below, but so not a big deal. We can just go ahead and just change it to a bigger L. So go ahead and Control V that in. And then we'll just change this to capital L. Not sure why my keyboard is dying out on me, but it may just need new batteries. Okay, and this one. So what I mean by the capital there, if we go ahead and just scroll down here, well, it's a little tougher because of the images. It's actually probably quicker just to type it in. Oh, get your hands in the right spot. Load underscore Linux. Okay, you can see down here it's actually lowercase. Okay, let's go ahead and check the next one. Lowercase. So it's all lowercase. So we didn't even need to change it. It has to be the same though. It's case sensitive, so that might have been a problem before. So we'll just do Control Z, which undoes it. Not sure if the keyboard is working here. Control Z. Oh, there we go. I think my batteries are dying in my keyboard though. So we'll just go ahead and take that out. So that's fine. As for our payloads, we need to add in the gigabyte, because they go ahead and take a look at our payloads here just to be sure. Minimize that. I'm not sure why it's not coming up here, but if we go to our payloads, we can see that they are 2 GB, 3 GB, 4 and 5 GB. So we need to actually add that as well. So we'll add GB in there, like so, and it's going to be dot payloads. Just go ahead and grab this. Two ways to write it out. You can go with the dot slash. It doesn't really matter. I believe the proper way is with the just one dot and then slash, but it'll work either way. And we'll add that up there as well. Not there, and right there. And we'll do the same for the mirror loader.js. Just confirm that it is, take out our downloads there. Mirror loader.js. The bin is there as well. Shouldn't really matter, but with the code that the wolf uses, we'll just stick to the same. So we'll put in the payloads.mirror.js. Control Z that. Okay, so that part is done. The next part, what we need to do is jump in and add the Chameleon payload, which is the package backup, or the package dumper. So if we go ahead and just take a look over here at the wolf source, if we do scroll down, I would imagine it's probably at the bottom. We might have added it in. Nope. These are all the GTA mods. This is backup function. Nope. Restore package backup. Here it is right here. So we'll go ahead and just copy that, as we're going to have to edit it because it does use the compression method with the BZ2. But we can go ahead and just put it in right here. Okay, and we're just going to just change most of it. So it's going to load the proof of concept here. So we'll take the look at the name of the package. Right here, go ahead and rename, copy, and then we'll paste that in. Actually, we're going to change this whole function, but we'll do that for now. We're going to take out the set timeout. If you're wondering what's the difference with the compression method, it's basically, it just compresses the file. The only thing it does is, that I find anyways, is that it installs into your cache a lot quicker. But as for the jailbreak itself, I find personally that it actually slows everything down. I'm not a fan of it, but you can let me know in the comments below what you think about it. It's just a lot easier just to copy that than to go ahead and type it all back out again. So we'll just do it like that, and then we'll delete this one out because it's not even load file. I'm not sure what I was planning on there, but there we go. So our load message is the same, and then we'll just change this here to a message. MSGS. That's not even it's not even a message. I don't even think that's anywhere. Let's go down, just take a look at the, oh yeah, here it is right here. Okay, we're good. So there's our ID. Basically what that does is just the inner HTML. It grabs the message ID, and here it is right here. So this is where it'll change the name, or change the title, I guess, or the header, whatnot, to display the message. Okay, so now that we have that in, Now we have to grab the image part of it. So if we scroll down, it's probably just quicker to go like this. Just go ahead and copy the function, Control F, paste it in, and then press down. Here we go here. So go ahead and select that, Control C for copy, and it's right below parental controls. So if we go ahead and just do our control find here, type in controls. Okay, there's our parental controls. We'll just scroll down, and it's right above this. Go ahead and enter there. Bring that back, and then we'll go ahead and paste that in, and there we go. Okay, it doesn't seem like this is parental controls. Let's just double check that. That may be an error. Okay, look, see right here. Progress inner HTML. Parental control. I just didn't update that part. Not a big issue. We can just go ahead and just put it in. So we'll put in, this is PKG backup. My keyboard is dying. Okay, this is package backup. Yeah, that'll work fine. Not a big issue. Our icon comes up. Everything looks good there. Just taking a look to make sure everything is good though, and I believe it is. I'll definitely test everything out before I finish it off anyway. So okay, so we're good to go there. I don't really think there's anything else that we need to do. Just double check to make sure that pasted in correct. Here, and we have that up here. Yeah, I'm satisfied with that. I think we're good. We can go ahead and hit save. I don't really think there's anything else that we need to do on the Wolf's host. Everything is done. Go ahead and close that out. And we'll move on to the next one. Close that out. Close out the package backup as that'll be done. Our next one, I believe, is Chameleon, or no, not Chameleon, it's Caro's host, which is the 900NA. We'll extract that here as well, and go ahead and delete our gunzip file out, and we'll go ahead and open that up. Okay, so we'll scroll through it here, just to see. I got a little bit more time, so I kind of want to get as much as I can updated. So I see the old method of the Linux loaders are here. So we'll go ahead and try to update that as well. It shouldn't take too long. So we'll go ahead and jump over to Caro's host. And we'll jump into, he doesn't have the NA up here anymore, but if we just go ahead and click on CM, it's fine. View source, and then we'll just change this CM to NA. It will be the same code as the CM, somewhat anyways, just the CM is compressed and it goes through that other process, so we'll just stick with the NA and we should be able to get the code that we need. Okay, so here's our proof of concept 2, loads into 3, and there's 3. So our script is here, load proof of concept 2. So we basically just need the 2 and 3 and we should be good, as well as the Linux. So just take note, we do have Linux loader 1N, 2N, 3N, 4N, and 5N. They are the newer ones by PS Vita, is it? Let me just go into payloads here. Yeah, PS Vita, well, X X Vita, but PSX. So they are actually those ones. We'll have to change the name of the payloads. But if we look down a little lower, these are the ones by NASCII, and we can see the Linux loaders in there. Our script, our mirror loader.js is there as well. So let's go ahead and just take a look here. Do we have those in here? I don't think we do. Yeah, so it doesn't look like we do have them in, so we're going to go ahead and just add everything in. We're going to update it with the other ones as well. So go ahead and select it all. And we'll go straight down to here. And we'll come over back here and we'll delete this out. So just take note, our original ones are Linux 1, Linux 2. Okay, and we'll keep mirror there and paste that in. Okay, so our original ones, Linux 1, Linux 2, Linux 3, 4, and 5. So we'll start at the very top here. Our proof of concept 2 is there, 3, and then it loads 3. So if we take a look at our folder, which is going to be just slash or payloads slash, we can go ahead and just copy that with Control C, and we'll just start at the top and try to fill all this in. So we'll go ahead and paste that. We know this is the wrong. Go into our payloads. We can just copy the first one here, and we'll put that there. Perfect. And we'll just go ahead and select that whole part there, copy it, put it in, change this to 2. Let me minimize this down. Same thing here. 3. And then 4. And then our 5. Okay. So we can copy the payloads folder as well. These should all be the same. As you can see, Linux loader 2, and then so I don't need to actually change any of those. And then we can't forget our mirror. So we'll go ahead and do the same over here. Okay, and a couple more here. Okay, perfect. So that is done. If we do scroll down, we'll keep on going down here. We also have to add in KubeMillion's package backup. So like everything else, I usually add it to the bottom. But in this case, where we do have the, well, I guess it doesn't really matter. WebRTE's down here. I usually try to keep everything in the same spot, but doesn't really matter. We'll go ahead and copy that, just so we don't have to type it out again. Okay, and we want the exact same message that Caro has. So this is the old one. I don't think he'll have it here. We can have a look though. PKG backup. He does have it here, so he did put it here. We can just go ahead and just copy that whole part then. I didn't think that he was updating the DNA anymore. I thought he was just using the compressed one, but that works out, so we'll just go ahead and just replace that. And we'll take our folder, our payload folder, and put that in there as well. Obviously the name is different, so go into our payloads, copy that again. and we'll paste that in. Okay, perfect. And it's going to load the proof of concept, and everything is good there. So we'll keep on scrolling down. So I do know that he has it in Dumper. Our Linux group is here as well. We'll have to update that too, but jump into our Dumper group here and we'll add it in there. That's Red Dead. There's our Linux Dumper group right here. Okay, let's go ahead and just take a look in here and see exactly where he has it. Right here. So it's in our Dumper group and it's by itself at the very top. So we'll go ahead and just copy that. There's our Dumper group, and just below back to the menu, we have it right there. Just go ahead and look at, make sure everything's the same. Payload button for our ID. Progress, everything looks good there. Progress status, it's obviously a button, and our on click is good, and we're good. So that part is done. We'll scroll up. We're going to add in the Linux ones as well. So I did notice something here a couple of days ago when I was looking at it, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. It's going to be a small little change to it, not a big deal, but I'm going to go ahead and just change it. Let me just see where I'm selecting it from. So the button and in between. Okay. So perfect. Okay, so there they are there. So if we go ahead and just take a look at Caro's host here, and we look at Linux group. Okay, there seemed to be there. Earlier when I looked at it, Linux was above it. I don't know, maybe I just didn't have my window full. I'm not sure what was going on there. But yeah, that's fine. Just leave it as it is then. I thought we might have to just take out Linux and just leave the PS Vita 1 gigabyte. Not a big deal. Just go ahead and leave that as it is. So our Linux is done. Our Dumper is done. I think we're good here. Go ahead and just save our work. Just double check everything. Mirror loaders there. Mirror. Is mirror here twice? There's mirror there. I thought I see mirror down here at the bottom. Mirror right here. It is in here twice. So we don't really need it there twice. We still have Caro's up here. Just take a look to see where he has it. So he doesn't have it at the bottom, he just has it up the top. Just below the Linux. So we can go ahead and just take this one out. I'm not sure why I have it there twice. Okay, we're good. Save that. And I think that's about it. Close that out. We can actually minimize this for now. So that's the three. I don't think we have to change anything else. Everything else is pretty much already done. Jump into our index. And we'll do the same as we did before. This one doesn't involve cache. So sometimes you can go ahead and just click the split. And if we scroll down right to here, take out the block here, just type in none for now. And we'll come down to our update and type in block here. And as you can see, our update does come up. I don't like how it's jammed in like that, so we'll just add a BR right here. BR. There's a space there, which looks good. And we'll add a BR right here. Okay, perfect. So it's a little more spaced out. Go ahead and copy this. And we'll do the same here, just put a BR. And then we'll paste in that. Okay, so 6 and 1. Today's the 6th, so we'll change this to 6. So we've updated the package dumper to 1.1 by Chameleon. We've added package dumper to Caro's and host BR, and we've updated the Linux loaders. So updated Linux method on Caro host. Okay, and we've added PSV to Caro's host. Okay, perfect. That seems to be all we've done. And I think I'm pretty satisfied with that. I don't think there's anything else that we need to change or update. We can go ahead and save that. It's just basically just a basic tutorial of what's involved in doing all this here. We will get into the feather one. Like I said, when we're doing the 8266, the feather one does take the longest, but we'll definitely get into it. So we'll open up 7-zip. And we'll go ahead and just back out of here and go into our 4 megabyte. Go ahead and gun zip all this. The reason why we do the gun zip, it just makes everything a lot smaller, as some of these payloads are extremely big. Without the gun zip, we just wouldn't have the room. Go ahead and delete that, and delete that. Go into our payload section. And do the same with this. Okay, and before I delete that, I'll just show you a comparison here. Well, it's not really a big file. You can see it's 23 gigabytes, and then once you do gun zip, it's 10. But if we go to a bigger one, usually the mod menus are bigger. Even Gold Hen is pretty big as well. Let me just see where Gold Hen is here, right here. So we go ahead and just extract this here. That one's 246, and you can see that's pretty much 50 there. It does save over the amount of files. It does make a big change there. I don't think we have really anything that's big in here because we don't have any of the mod menus, just because of the spot or the size. So with that, go ahead and check our data here. You can see it's 2.75. So, but yeah, that's basically it for that part. We can go ahead and get our S2 plugged in. Let me grab mine here, and we'll get it plugged in. Get it into our flash mode. Perfect. And then we'll back out of here. Open it up. Okay, and so we'll go through. Everything's pretty much the same. Nothing has changed. The SSID is echo stretch, and it's 128. So we'll go in here. We're going to go ahead and go into our boards, go into our ESP32, and we'll go up to our S2 development board or module. Go ahead and select it. Back into our tools. File system is going to be a little different here. We're going to actually select our smallest, which is right here, 1 megabyte, and then the 3 megabyte for the file system. Go ahead and select that. And then our port, which is COM4, and we should be good to go. So this here one uses little fs. So as long as we got the spiffs partition selected, we're good. As you can see, 3 megabyte spiffs. So we can go ahead and jump in here, and I'm going to do erase the flash first before we do anything. You don't have to do this part, but it only takes a couple of seconds, and I usually just do it just to have it done. So we'll give it a few moments. No progress here, but it doesn't take long at all. Okay, and that's basically it. Now with this here one, it doesn't do a hard reset, so we don't actually have to unplug it and plug it back in, and we can just continue on. So we'll go with the upload. Okay, so it's just complying the sketch now. Okay, it will take a little bit. We can go ahead and jump over to Twitter just to see if anybody has updated anything. I do know that we do have a bunch of trainers that we need to add to the Feather S2. Yeah, it looks like there was a couple of more added since I checked yesterday. So there's actually quite a few. Let's do a count on these. Alright, 3, 7, 11, 15, 19, 23, 27, 31, nope. So 29 or so, almost 30. So we'll get those added as well. Let's check this. Usually doesn't take very long to do the first part. Usually goes pretty quick. The part of uploading the files is what usually takes long because it's just so many files. So we have all that. Excuse me. We have all that to add. Let's check out Caro's hosts or his Twitter. Don't think he has done too much. 10 hours ago. Okay, so he updated the trainers. That seems to be pretty much it. And he added the Chameleon's backup, package backup. So there's not much to go there. Okay, perfect. Let's go ahead and just double check this. Okay, so you can see it's writing. Goes fairly quick. 100%. And it's done. And we don't need to unplug it. We can continue on to the next part. So we'll go into our ESP32 sketch data upload, and we'll change this to little fs. And hit OK. Okay, and it'll start writing. So we'll let that go. Shouldn't take too long. We can jump over to PRB's host. There's Twitter. Keep on calling host, but we'll see what he did as well. I'm pretty sure we already got the debug updated. So there's really nothing that he has done besides the trainers. And we're going to get the trainers done pretty quick here. For the Feather. Nasky, same thing. I don't think he's been working on anything. He's working on his little project here. Oh, not here. That's his site. Yeah, right here. Little preview of the site that he's working on. So you can go ahead and check that out if you have time. But yeah, I don't think his host has been any changes there. So we're pretty much good. We can double check on the wolf, but pretty sure I got the last part of it. That's the Android application. And yeah, so just the package backup has been added. It's been added to all hosts 5.05, 6.72. Now, I don't know if it'll work for 5.05 or 6.72. Something I'll have to look into. But you guys can jump onto his host and give it a try, see if it does work. Let's go ahead and check our status here, and we are done. Okay, perfect. So we'll go ahead and create the bin. Close out of this part here as well. We don't need it. ESP tool right. And if we go ahead and look at the feather, I'm going to edit and show you. Oh, not the feather. Right here. So it's basically the same as the 8266. Grabs the year, the month, the date, and the port is always, or sorry, the COM port, whatever. It's always the same. Read flash, still a 4 megabyte. So then it grabs it and it grabs the date for us. So we'll go ahead and select that, and we'll just let it go. Doesn't usually take long. As you can see, it does go fairly quick. It does store it in the temp folder right now, but it will appear over here. This is just our 8266 that we created yesterday. Okay, 50% there. And there's 75. And 100%. And there's our file right there. So yeah, guys, that's basically it. That's what's involved in doing these updates on the the ESP32-S2. So many boards in my head that I'm thinking about, but yeah, just takes about a half an hour or so, depending on how many things I need to change. But yeah, if you like the video, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Really helps out the channel. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.